Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So make sure to take advantage that this week you can purchase one coal mote for a significant discount. 375,000 Astral Diamonds. That is though with a full rank 12 VIP discount of 25%. Normally it's 500,000, but I'm gonna go right away and buy that because it's a pretty good deal, at least on PC, when you look at the prices of coal motes. Normally you can see they're like 900k at this point because we haven't had the Zen market deal where you can buy them for like 500 Zen. And on top of that, Module 25 has released the new Combat Enchantments, so people have been going and upgrading those and using coal motes. So make sure to take advantage of that deal. But there is some more news. We have some current events active during this week that you can take advantage of, and some sales, all again limited for this week from this Thursday till the following Thursday. And let's cover that in this video. So to start things off, we have a re-release in the events tab of the Legends of Neverwinter Companion bundle. This costs a whopping 7,500 Zen. Base cost, you of course want to discount it by invoking and getting your 20% off coupon from your celestial bags, but nonetheless still gonna cost you a ton of Zen for what exactly? Well, two of your choice of these legendary companions. Your Phase Spider, it's a decent defensive power for DPS for their AoE loadouts. The Priestess of Soon, yeah, not great. Avoid her. Swordiel, also not too good, but perhaps you might need again the defensive bonus for your AoE loadout. Normally you'll just run Minsk for single target boss fights. Then there's the Gorilla. It's an augment companion and the stats are not great there. You don't want to use them on anybody, to be honest. Then the Owlbear Cub, a decent augment companion again, pretty good for damage dealers for those stats if you really need them. But at this point, if you are maxing out your character, you won't have anywhere to fit those ratings. And the bonus is pretty garbage. Then the Quasit, again another augment companion. Stats not too great for anybody, and the bonus there not great either. Avoid it. Wattler, pretty useful. The utility power, you can make it fit with a deflect build on a tank, but not ideal. And the stats there, you can see combat advantage, awareness, and defense. You can make that fit on a DPS character if you want the extra survivability, or again a tank, but again not ideal. And otherwise, the War Dog. The War Dog is one of the ones I would go for in this pack if you're a tank. It's got the awareness and defense, a really good defensive power there. And otherwise, it's a striker companion. So from this pack, I personally would, take the Phase Spider for its defensive power and the War Dog for its defensive power. That's about it. Now there's a bunch of these which are striker companions. We can have a quick look at their damage with my companions document. Top DPS right now of striker companions are like above 40,000 are the good ones. Phase Spider is only 17,000. Priestess of Soon not doing any damage, just supporting a little bit. Swordiel I have not tested, but she's very likely the exact same as Zariel, and her damage 21,000. And lastly, the War Dog, about 12,000 DPS. So none of them great there in terms of dealing damage at all. So let's move on to the more interesting ones, the mythic companions. That's what the bundle's all about. Now, what's really sneaky is you will only obtain one at random. You do not get to choose which one you get. When you buy this pack, there is no choice. You just obtain one of the following. At random, it's ridiculous. Keep in mind, you can sell both of these packs. You can spend the Zen and then you can flip it for some Astral Diamonds, depending on how much it goes for. But these companions, you have Jarlaxle. The only good thing he's got is Maestro's Observation. Then Linu Lanarel, nothing really going for her except her power with Forte and outgoing healing, somewhat useful. And then Elminster, yeah, nothing going for him. This is unreliable bonus, not going to be any use. And then Lich Makus, again, also not really of any use. We can check their DPS. Elminster got that 24,000. Linu will be just mainly healing. She's got also just 20,000. Lich Makus, pretty terrible, 12,000. And Jarlaxle, 23,000. Also pretty terrible. The only reason I would go for these mythic companions is for Jarlaxle, for his Maester's Observation, for the accuracy on a build for AoE damage. Normally as a DPS you'll have your Minsk, Batiri, Raptor, Neverwinter Knight, and then like the Golden Cat or the Alchemist. That's the usual setup for boss fights. So ultimately this pack, complete waste. Do not go for it. No point buying it. Just abstain from buying this. This is a complete waste. Overpriced as well for what it's worth, to be honest. But let's move on to the active events. This week we have Stronghold week. You'll be able to get twice as many shards of power. You'll be able to get twice as much influence and twice as much guild marks. So now is the time to be donating to your guild and getting those guild marks. Guild marks can be very useful, but you don't want to be spending them just yet. You just want to be obtaining them. So you can see via the descriptions that with these shards, you might obtain them through questing when you're in your stronghold. You can pick up a bunch of quests from these guys here with their blue exclamation marks, and some of them will give you like shards, and you'll gain twice as many through those quests during this week. Again, only this week. And yeah, otherwise you can do your heroics. You can get your daily cap of influence from those. Just farm that and you'll get twice as much. And you can also then join your guild and do marauders and get twice as much influence. And then you can go and donate it all to your guild, which is what you want to be doing. Normally, don't donate anything to your guild outside of ×2 guild marks, because you're just wasting the value by doing so. So you go and you donate your stuff. You can see this guild's pretty stuffed full and I don't really have anything to donate on this character. So what you might want to do is create a new guild, donate to it until it's full, delete the guild, make another one, donate to it until it's full, and rinse and repeat and get your guild marks that way. It's not our fault that the maxed out guilds have nothing to spend their resources on. So we may as well just go make multiple guilds. Donate and delete. And donate and delete. Yeah, that's how it goes usually these days at endgame. Of course, you can be charitable and try find a guild which needs donating to, which wants to be upgrading, and give them their resources. And then I'm sure they'll be pretty happy for that. Otherwise, you can spend those guild marks on buff food. I don't recommend spending it now. You want to spend it when you get the 20% discount event on guild marks, and otherwise you can spend them to get your scrolls for your master works over on this guy right here. I've made videos on that, but again, save it, don't buy those just yet. That's about it. Keep up your progress with the Day of the Dungeon Master. I've been slacking. You can get the buyout with a discount depending on how much you've already completed if you really want to, and it can be worth it if you're going to miss out on 1 or 2 days to get the token of achievement, as that's got a value of at least 1 coal mote. But hopefully this has been somewhat insightful to you guys. Just avoid those Legends of Neverwinter Companion bundles. Yeah, not worth it at all. The only reason you'll go for it is the role-playing aspect and the cool factor. Massive thank you again to all these channel members for their added support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.